Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are ending Season 3 of our London Bulldogs franchise, but we will have a Season 4 and 5. So, for the Super Bowl, we're facing off against the Miami Dolphins at Minneapolis. So, host the Super Bowl 52, and they were 8-8. So let's check out the playoff bracket. So to see the road to the Super Bowl. So Miami began as the number 4 seed for the AFC, and they won 17-7 over the Las Vegas Raiders in Wild Card Weekend. And in Divisional round, they beat the Denver Broncos 24-17 in Denver, and then they beat the Cleveland Browns in Northeast Ohio 24-19 to represent the AFC for the Super Bowl. Now for the London Bulldogs, we were the first round bye, so we did not have to play a wild card weekend this season, so that was good. So we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 58-0 in London for the divisional, and we beat the Detroit Lions 43-7 in the NFC Conference Championship to represent the NFC. So we'll see you guys at kickoff. So who wants the Vince Lombardi trophy more? Will it be the Miami Dolphins or the London Bulldogs? So this is Super Bowl 58 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also the host of Super Bowl 52. Dolphins returning for the first time in almost 40 years. They went to the Super Bowl in January of 85, the last time they went, and they fell to Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs.
Okay, now it is kickoff time here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the Miami Dolphins kick this one off, and Joe Hayden of the London Bulldogs will be ready to return. And he does get stopped at the 25-yard line, and we get to see Ben Roethlisberger, the University of Miami in Ohio product. He got drafted in 2004 by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he makes it onto the field for the first time this Super Bowl. So, in the last 2 seasons, the London Bulldogs won 2 Super Bowls. One against the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was in Season 1, and then Season 2 was against the Kansas City Chiefs, which I will have both links to the videos in the description if you guys want to check those episodes out if you haven't already. They were from a long time ago, and I throw this one to Larry Fitzgerald. He uses a nice juke move in there, and he rolls it into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. 49-yard touchdown, and London will lead this one 7-0 here in Minneapolis. Alright, we get to see Tua Tagovailoa stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode, the University of Alabama product. So, 1st and 10, the Miami Dolphins are wearing their orange jerseys from 2011. Jalen Carter makes his first sack of the Super Bowl as the Dolphins lose 9 yards offensively on that defensive play the London Bulldogs sacked. So, this will be 2nd and 19. Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to throw the football. Intended for Kentavious Powell, 3rd and 19 now from the 20-yard line here in Minneapolis. So he is going to throw the football, and Tua Tagovailoa gets sacked by Tony Jefferson II, and this will result in a 4th and 24. Odell Beckham Jr. will be ready to return the punt here for the London Bulldogs. So Miami punts this away, and Odell Beckham Jr. will be ready to return here for the London Bulldogs. So he does get stopped at the 38, close to the 40-yard line. I'd say 38. And that was a 33-yard return there. So we're going to use the I form, and we're going to use the 26-2 alert X smoke run play. So Roethlisberger, he is going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he uses that juke move and he gets stopped at the 15-yard line. So that was a gain of 23 yards on that play. So we get a first down, which is good. So we're going to run the football on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger, though, he's going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he uses that juke move, and he gets stopped at the 9. So we're still in the red zone. We want to get in goal line, which we're only about 4 yards away, down at the 5. So Frank Gore, he runs it, he gets stopped at the 4, and we are at 1st and goal, and we're just going to run it in, hopefully get a touchdown, and we get stopped at the 4-yard line. So I'm just going to do a simple single back formation play, quick slant route here for the offense. So Ben Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this to Austin Davis, and Austin Davis will claim a touchdown here for the London Bulldogs. So that will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and they will lead this one 14-0 here in Minneapolis. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. Okay, this begins the second quarter here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to hopefully not get sacked, but he does throw an INT. Ronald Darby claimed that interception, though, and that will be a 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. And I am thinking about using the PA middle shot here on 1st down and 10 here in London. So Roethlisberger, he's going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. That will be a 1st and goal. They get stopped at the 7, so 100 passing yards. So we're going to use the curls pass play. So 1st and goal, they're at the 7, 3:23 to go in the first half, and Larry Fitzgerald claims another touchdown for the London Bulldogs. So it's now going to be 21. His first touchdown, Austin Davis scored the last one. So Frank Gore also scored a touchdown as well, and they will lead this 21-0. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, 1st and 10. They're at the 23-yard line. So it looks like that Tua Tagovailoa, he is likely to throw the pass. So he is going to throw this to, I believe it was Kentavious Powell who claimed that. So Jalen Carter, he has 2 tackles in this episode. So they're going to hand this off to Matt Breida. We also played against the Miami Dolphins in the regular season. I will have the link to the video in the description if you guys want to check that episode out. So the Dolphins are looking forward to scoring their first touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 2-minute warning had just passed. So it looks like that Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to throw this football, and that's going to be another interception. And Tony Jefferson, he is going to return this long pick 6 like James Harrison did in Super Bowl 43 back in February of 2009, and he will get the touchdown, 86-yard return. They are going to take this to the house. So Tua Tagovailoa, he throws it, intended for Matt Breida. So Tony Jefferson reads the quarterback there, and he claims the interception, returns it straight into the end zone, and we're going to take a break. We'll see you guys when we're back on offense. All right, now it is 4th and 7 from the 49-yard line. There's only 55 seconds to go in this first half, and we may as well do a fair catch on that return. So we're just going to play all offense whatsoever. So I am going to use a run play featuring Frank Gore, and this will be a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. And Frank Gore, he uses that juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 17. So he has 5 rushes, 40 yards with 8 yards with the average. So we're going to use the X post here on a 2nd down and 4. We got Joe Flacco. He's going to play for quarters 2 and 3. And then I'm thinking Cam Newton will play for quarter number 4. So we're going to use the PA Power O pass play on 3rd down and 4. So Flacco, he is going to throw this deep to Larry Fitzgerald. He had it there for a moment, but turns out he did not have it completely. So I am going to go back to my recent plays, and I'm going to use the iPhone Pro. And Flacco, he is going to throw this deep to Larry Fitzgerald, and he does not have that first down. So basically saying the Miami Dolphins have shifted over. So Tua Tagovailoa, he throws the football intended for Za'Darius Avery, and that will be incomplete. So this will be a 2nd and 10 here for the Miami Dolphins. They're trying to look forward to scoring their first points of the game in this Super Bowl. So now this will be a 3rd down and 10 from the 17. So it looks like they're going to throw this one to Contavious Powell, and Contavious Powell will score the first touchdown of the Super Bowl for the Miami Dolphins. So we will see you guys in the second half. London leads this one 29-7. All right, now it is kickoff time here at US Bank Stadium, beginning of the second half. And Adam Vinatieri, who just recently retired, I believe he announced it sometime this week, after playing nearly 25 seasons in the NFL with the Patriots and Colts. He retires, and he is the NFL's leading scorer in any position. So 1st and 10, Tagovailoa, he is going to throw this to Contavious Powell, as you guys saw, scored that touchdown. So he has now 1 touchdown and 1 INT on the game. So it's now 1st and 10 from the 44. And they're going to run this with Matt Breida. So he gains 6 yards, and that will be a 2nd and 4. He is actually at the middle of the field, surprisingly. So surprisingly, at the middle of the field, at the 50-yard line, he's going to throw this to Za'Darius Avery, and he claims that first down. So 1st and 10 from the 22. 100 passing yards for Miami in today's episode. So Za'Darius Avery has 2 receptions, 41 yards. So Matt Breida loses a couple yards on that run play. So that will be a 2nd and 11 from the 23. So we're going to blitz here, and they're at the 23-yard line. So I'm supposedly thinking they're going to throw the football to Contavious Powell, and Powell will score another touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. And this will be his 2nd receiving touchdown. We'll see you guys at kickoff. They're actually going to go for it on a 2-point conversion. So if they make a 2-point conversion, that means they do get 2 points. Devontae Parker, it was tipped off, but then he claimed it. All right, it is kickoff time here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The London Bulldogs lead this one by 14. And Joe Hayden is ready to return this kickoff. He does get stopped, though, at the 27. We're going to take a small break. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this football out to Larry Fitzgerald. It is dropped again. And this will be a 2nd and 10 still. We don't lose nor gain any yards on that play. So I am going to throw this to Austin Davis. So Austin Davis now claims a first down for London. So we have 200 total yards. So we're going to change it up a little bit. And I am going to use some Dominique Jefferson, who debuted last episode in the postseason against the Detroit Lions. So Flacco, he is going to throw this deep to Dominique Jefferson, and Jefferson gets that touchdown, and this will end the 3rd quarter here. First receiving touchdown in his first Super Bowl, and they will lead this one 36-15. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4th quarter. They're at the 49. We're only 4 minutes away from winning our 3rd Lombardi, which will be considered a three-peat, as I call it. That's what they used to call MJ and the Chicago Bulls winning championships back in the 90s. 91, 92, and 93 was the first three-peat, and then he did not claim another three-peat until 1996 during the 94 and 95 finals. The Houston Rockets actually won that with Hakeem Olajuwon being MVP in 94. And he is going to throw this deep to Devontae Parker. So that's going to be a first down and 10. 22-yard reception, though, as they're going to try to move the chains and catch up and probably win their first Lombardi in since January of 1974. So it's been a really long time for this Miami Dolphins team. I mean, they've made Super Bowls after that, but they lost. So they went undefeated in 72 with Don Shula as the head coach. He passed away last May 4th. And Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to throw this to Contavious Powell. So that is going to be a first down and 10. So 205 yards, 2 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs, well, is what I was about to say. And they will be at the 10-yard line. So he is going to throw this to Matt Breida. And that will be a second down. So takeaways, we had 2 today. Okay, now this will be a 4th and 11 from the 11-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to try to convert on 4th down. So they get a touchdown. That will be the first receiving touchdown not featuring Contavious Powell. So the Dolphins are trying to catch up, and it will be 36-22. Okay, they're going to do an onside kick here for the Miami Dolphins. So Miami, they're going to kick this one off, and they recover at the 49. So Miami is still on offense in regards to that. We could have recovered, but Miami was faster than us recovering that. So Miami still has possession of the football. So the Dolphins are going to throw this to Zadarius Avery. And we only allowed 1 rushing yard defensively. So they've done more passing yards than rushing yards. And that was a pass deflection that will be incomplete. So this will be a 3rd down and 4 from the 43. And they will throw this football out. That's going to be a first down and 10. So Zay Jones gets a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. And that was a 32-yarder. And we will still lead this one 36-29. Okay, we are on offense, and the Miami Dolphins have taken all their timeouts. So we're going to throw this to Van Jefferson. So that will be a first down and 10. So Joe Flacco, 5 for 9 there. This will be his first reception of the game. And we're actually going to run the football with Frank Gore. So this is going to be a first down and 10 from the 15. And Gore, he is going to get that first down, and he scores a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. So the London Bulldogs have won their 3rd Super Bowl in franchise history. Very impressed by this. So Tony Jefferson is your player of the game. 1 sack, 2 tackles, 1 INT, and 1 touchdown.
Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
All right, Tua Tagovailoa had 103.3 pass rating, 20 for 33, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Ben Roethlisberger, 158.3 pass rating, 5 for 5, 107 yards and 3 touchdowns. Joe Flacco just had 1 touchdown. Frank Gore had 9 carries, 66 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Kentavious Powell had 7 receptions, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Larry Fitzgerald had 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zay Jones had 63 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Austin Davis and Dominique Jefferson both claimed a touchdown each. So sacks-wise, Tony Jefferson had 1 sack. He was MVP, and Jalen Carter as well. So that wraps it up. That was 88 yards. So that basically wraps it up. We'll see you guys next episode, and we'll see you guys next season.